In 1987, an Arctic research team received a distress signal from deep within a frozen sector of the ocean. But the strangest part wasn't the signal itself. It was where it came from. The transmission was coming from the Orpheus, a ship that had vanished in the Arctic ice back in 1921. According to official records, everyone aboard had died. At first, the researchers assumed it was some kind of malfunction, an old transmitter somehow reactivating beneath the ice. But the signal kept repeating, again and again. So the expedition changed course. 3 days later, they found the ship, completely frozen in the ice. But the most terrifying part, the lights were still on. The closer they got, the more wrong the place felt. The ocean around the Orpheus was completely silent. No wind, no cracking ice, nothing. As if the ship itself was swallowing every sound around it. When the crew boarded, they expected frozen bodies. Instead, they found something worse. It looked as though the crew had vanished only minutes earlier. Hot tea still sat on the tables. Clocks were ticking. Lights flickered softly inside empty cabins. Wet footprints stretched through the corridors, then suddenly stopped in front of locked doors. Later, they discovered the captain's log. Most of the pages were ruined by moisture, but the final entry remained readable. It came from beneath the ice, and the date of the entry matched today's date. That night, the crew began hearing footsteps echoing through the ship. Slow, heavy, but the cameras recorded nothing. One crew member swore he saw people wearing old 1920s uniforms, standing motionless at the ends of the hallways. Then the first person disappeared. They found him the next morning inside the radio room. He was sitting motionless in front of the transmitter, staring into the darkness. And through the speakers, the distress signal was playing again. The same signal. But this time the voice was different. It belonged to one of the expedition members. And that's when they realized the horrifying truth. The distress signal hadn't come from the past. They were the ones who sent it. Several days later.